start with number 5, and I think we should start there because this young man has got a tremendous amount of talent. His future is going to be very bright. It's Trae Young. Trae Young is one of the bright young talents that we have in the NBA. You think about his ability to stretch the floor and what that means for the Hawks. Guys, this is the same game. Just look at the distance here. He has 23 made three-pointers from 28 feet or further away. The rest of the NBA has 10. I mean, that is ridiculous when you think about his ability to stretch the floor. At number 4, I go with Jayson Tatum. Now, obviously, his numbers have been fantastic as of late, and you look at what he's meant for this Boston Celtics team this year. He's actually, in isolation basketball this year in the NBA, he ranks as the 5th best most efficient scorer in isolation basketball. Number 3, by the way, defensively in real plus-minus, so he's impacting the game at both ends of the floor. This is where things got a little bit more difficult for me because this talent is ridiculous. All right, let's go to number 3. I go Ja Morant. Ja Morant is a guy that is going to take the Grizzlies maybe from the 2nd pick all the way into the playoffs. And when you watch his highlights, come on, this is ridiculous. This can't even be real. This, by the way, was a 2-point game with under 30 seconds left. And watch this one on the open floor. Yeah, I'm just going to put you on skates. You have no idea where I'm going with the basketball. His highlights might be better than even the next person that I'm putting on this list. And I think this will shock some people because of how much we've talked about him. But at number 2, I'm going with Zion Williamson. Zion's checking in at number 2. Now, we know his level of explosiveness. That block shot, by the way, went into the 4th row. The difference of him, Greeny, I was told with him on the floor versus off the floor, because I watch the show even when I'm not on it, is to the Lakers, to the Warriors. I believe you said that 2 weeks ago, maybe a week ago. Very well stated, sir. All right, which brings us to number 1. And you look at number 1, who's under 21 that's just been doing so many great things for his team? Luka Doncic. I think when you think about Luka, before he got hurt, we were talking about him maybe being the MVP candidate this year in the NBA. And his ability to lead what has become the most explosive offense since the merger comes off of his fingertips. He can go right, he can go left. He doesn't have really any holes in his game. The one thing that you're going to use against him is his athleticism. Now, he still has holes, and he'll admit that he's got to continue to work and develop. In fact, he's going to go to his left more frequently than anything else. But this is a heck of a 5 players that are under 21 in the NBA.
So we purposely didn't let Perk see what the list was going to be so you'd react to it live. Obviously, going Luka ahead of Zion. If you're starting a team right now, do you agree or disagree?
I agree to a certain extent. And here's why, Sean, I love you to death. I agree with Trae Young. He's box office, right? I agree with Tatum at number 4. He's an elite wing defender, two-way defender, he's a walking bucket. Ja Morant is a generational talent. He's a mixture of Kyrie Irving, Russell Westbrook, and Rajon Rondo. So I leave him at number 3. This is who I have a problem at. Zion Williamson is an iconic figure. I can see him being the face of the NBA right when LeBron James leaves, starting next year. This guy is like box office. You know, Luka has been doing an incredible job.
He doesn't sell like he sells. Like he sells more tickets. He sells a lot of things that Luka doesn't.
And that's why I'm picking him number 1.
I understand that.
Because if I'm a GM, if I'm an owner, I need Zion. I need the ticket sales. I need everything.
But what if you're going to get fired if your team doesn't win? Who's going to win more in the NBA in their career, Luka's teams or Zion's teams?
Well, I tell you what, did Luka make the playoffs last year as a rookie?
He did not.
Okay, so if Zion make the playoffs this year, hey, you got to roll with Zion.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube.
For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app.
And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.